have dragons? I'll give you one.
Welcome back to Heroes and Whiskey. We are printing our way through the D&D Monster Manual, and we have officially entered the House of the Dragon, and we're going to be here for the next few months, starting with monster number 64, the Shadow Dragon. So we're going to handle the Dragon series a little bit differently than how we've done the other monsters so far on this channel. You may know that the Monster Manual actually has 41 total dragons, including today's Shadow Dragon, but that's because it has 4 different ages and sizes for all 10 types of dragons. So rather than go out and trying to find 4 different sizes of every type of dragon, except for today, I'm just going to go out and find the biggest and baddest dragon I can find that still keeps the spirit of the dragon in the manual. And so they may not even be necessarily the named color that's in the manual. We're also not going to go out kind of shopping on my mini factory, which is something that we've done in every other episode, because this is, just very subjective. I'm basically just finding the biggest, coolest dragons that I could find that kind of look like the dragons in the manual. So this dragon that I picked is actually the adult Magma dragon from Lord of the Print. There's a link to it down in the description, and I picked this guy honestly because of the look on his face. I always see shadow dragons as kind of pathetic versions of their non-Shadowfell dwelling counterparts, and I just love the way the wings seem to be almost rotting away, and he just looks like he's regretting life. He doesn't have that proud, powerful stance that you normally associate with a dragon. So of course a shadow dragon was either born in or spent time in the Shadowfell to transform, I love this line from the manual, the spectral shadow of its former self. And the Monster Manual has 1 Shadow Dragon stats listed, which is what you see here, but really any dragon could be a Shadow Dragon. I always thought it would be a really cool setup to have like sibling dragons, where one of them ends up as a shadow dragon, the other one is still in the material plane, and then your adventurers are caught in the battle in between. So in terms of how it printed, a couple of different things. One is that back in the Dracolich episode, we started printing our bases FDM, and that worked out really well, and so that's what I've decided to do throughout this series. And so the base really did come out well. The rest of it is all printed resin, and it printed very well. The details are really great. This horn right here is sharp to the touch. The only issue that I had is for some reason there's I got a layer shift or something happened here with the right wing. I'm not sure, you can see it here on the wing, but over here on the arm or whatever this thing is called, you can't see it. And also I printed the wings at the same time, and there doesn't seem to be anything over here on the left wing, so it literally just dropped off the base here. That's okay. These bases, honestly, if you need rock formations in your campaign, many of the dragons that we'll be talking about in this series have really cool rock formations as bases. But other than that, he assembled pretty much flawlessly, and the seams are very hard to see. So it really came together well, just a beautiful design and a great print. So in terms of size, it's a 75mm base. The dragon probably starts at about the 6 or 8 foot mark. I think maybe head to tail and wingtip to wingtip, it's got to be at least the equivalent of 50, 60, 70 feet. It's not enormous, but it's a great size for maybe a mid-campaign battle. In terms of resources, it cost us $15. Between the FDM printing of the base and the resin printing of everything else, it took a total of 16 hours and 46 minutes. And so we are up to $552 and 12 days and 17 total hours of printing time. So if you're looking for a Shadow Dragon, I actually really recommend this Magma Dragon from Lord of the Print as a really suitable replacement. Next, we're going to be diving into the dragons proper and starting with the most evil-tempered and vile of the chromatic dragons, the Black Dragon.